Hello, my Aquarius friends. I am LaChondevi with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your September 2018 love and romance reading. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. If you would like to know who your future long-term partner is, including details such as when you meet your partner, where you meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize your partner, some additional details that I do not share here, as well as a full reading as to how to align yourself with the happiest, healthiest, most fulfilling relationship with your future partner, you can book a future partner reading with me today directly through the description box below. And again, you can book a reading with me also at my website, PowerLifeHypnosis.com. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app. And the link for that is instantgo.com/PowerLifeHypnosis. I want to say, of course, to all of those who thumbs up and liked my videos, thank you so much. Thank you to all of those who commented, shared my videos. Thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all. And of course, this is a general reading, so the messages may or may not resonate. If they do not, you can check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may, or you can check all three signs in order to get a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during the month of September. So before I go into our reading here, I would like to say something very shortly, Aquarius. It's a small announcement. There will be some changes coming to the channel very soon. So for the mid-monthly videos this month, I'm going to be doing a shorter reading. However, the great thing is the readings will be free, so I'll be able to post those. And by doing the shorter readings, I'll be able to get the readings out soon, more soon to you, and I'll be able to do additional readings. So I think that this is going to work beautifully for us both. So that's going to be coming very, very soon. So look out for those mid-monthly videos. Alrighty, my dears, let's go ahead and get into our messages here. So of course, I have 3 cards representing the theme. I have here 5 3-card spreads, and then I have here an extended spread with my personal prediction cards, and we're going to go into our extended guidance so we can speak about how to bring about the best outcome in the situation that we have in front of us in our love lives during the month of September. So let's go ahead and get started. So regarding the theme of our love lives during the month of September, Aquariuses, I have an interesting theme here because let's go here first. The first card that I have is a card of unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So we have the unrequited love card. We also have the card of release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So we have this unrequited love card, this release your ex card. We also have the card here of number 5, unity. In the traditional tarot deck, this would be the Hierophant card. So we have this as well. And this card reads, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So let's see how this can resonate regarding the theme of our love life. So it's a pretty clear theme here regarding this unrequited love and this release your ex card. So it's looking like during the month of September, again, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So there is going to be a relationship where there is the sense of unrequited love, and this unrequited love can be on somebody else's behalf coming towards us. I just saw 333 on the clock. Speaking of transitions, moving forward, so that may be something that we are doing during the month of September. Nevertheless, once again, I have this unrequited love card, so it could be unrequited love from us going to another, or it could be the other way around. But in our connections, there's going to be a lack of that camaraderie, a lack of that love going on here. A lack of connection, perhaps, maybe even distance, I'm hearing. And then we also have here the release your ex card. The time has come to clear your energy. So this is saying regarding this unrequited love card, or regarding rather this regarding this unrequited love energy, it may be a good idea for us to release this person, release this energy. If there's any energy lingering around from past partners that is not benefiting us, that is causing us to feel angry, causing us to feel sad, causing us to feel resentful, or anything that is less than love, we are being not reminded, but it is suggested to us rather that we clear this energy at this time. So we also have, once again, this unity number 5 card here, or the Hierophant. And this is perhaps speaking of a marriage situation, because that is one meaning of the Hierophant. The Hierophant is traditional. So this can be speaking of traditional relationships. Sometimes it speaks of platonic relationships. However, more so it speaks of traditional relationships. So marriages, those types of things. This can once again speak about seeking out mentors and like-minded friends. So for some of you, you may be seeking out perhaps a professional, seeking out a reader, you know, like me, seeking out some kind of assistance when it comes to what you are experiencing in your love life at this time. And that's great, because sometimes we don't have all the answers. So it could be good to reach out to professionals. Another thing that this could be saying is, during the month of September, it may be useful to look at the rules, to look at the regulations, to look at the old beliefs, to look at the fear-based thoughts regarding our relationships. 555 on the clock, changes coming, major changes. So it could be a good idea to look at all those things, our fears, our unwarranted fears when it comes to relationships. And what I'm hearing is it could be useful for us to look at our patterns. So some of us may benefit from looking at our patterns in relationship, but we do have that energy there. So it could be a good idea, once again, to look at those patterns, look at those beliefs, look at those fear-based thoughts about relationships, so we can move forward from them, or we can discover them and acknowledge them as fear-based, or we can acknowledge them as a product of what we have experienced in the past, so we can move forward in a happier, healthier way here. So this Release Your Ex card, if it's not speaking about a partner, which for many of us it is, because we have this unrequited love energy, this is speaking of, again, those rules. This is speaking of those fear-based thoughts, those preconceived notions, or those notions from previous relationships about how love is. We're being called to release those things, clear that energy, because again, those types of thoughts, holding on to the past, holding on to unhealthy partners from the past, does not benefit us moving forward, and can really cause unhealthy dynamics in our future relationships, which we don't want to allow someone who is toxic from the past, or somebody who did not benefit us from the past, to carry over into new, happier relationships when we have the chance to build something better, build something new. So we're being called once again to release this energy here. So let's go ahead and go into our first prediction. So regarding our first prediction, okay, let's go to the past. We have here the card of Together Forever. And so we see these bells. So I'm thinking about, and I just heard wedding bells. So for some of us, again, this could be speaking of a marriage, or this can be speaking of a commitment, a long-term commitment that we've had with somebody. This does say this love will continue always and forever. So it could have been a relationship that had been going on for some time, maybe a long-term relationship once again. If not that, this is speaking of a relationship that the lessons learned, the experiences, you know, the again, the lessons, the karmic lessons, the learning from this experience may carry over into the future, again, into our future relationships. Right now, we are practicing patience. This is a sweetness card. We are enjoying the sweetness of life. We are practicing patience. We are enjoying the small things in life. We're enjoying every day. We're taking time for ourselves. We're being happy with our lot. We're being happy with the small things in life. Patience is now required. We're practicing patience when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, and we're relaxing, enjoying the sweetness of life. And we're also letting the universe, letting God, letting our higher power, letting the angels take care of the details. We're letting them take care of the details as we practice patience, again, as we enjoy the sweetness of life, and as we are here now. You know, as we are engaging and putting more emphasis on the present here. So I do have here in the foundation position the choice card, and this says choice between the two. Your heart already whispers the answer. Listen. So Aquariuses, this is speaking of a choice between two partners. This is speaking of the choice of should I stay or should I go. This is just speaking of some kind of very important decision or choice that we're going to be making during the month of September. So if you can see, this lady has two suitors here. So again, it could be between two partners, an old partner and a new partner. It could be, again, between should I stay, should I go. But there is some kind of important decision. And it's going to be different for all of us, because this reading is going to resonate with all of us in different ways. But we do have that coming up Or this may have already occurred for some of us. This may have already occurred for some of us because this is in the foundation position. So this situation could be based off of a choice that we have to make. So it looks like we are attempting to go into a new chapter in our relationships, whether it be a relationship with a person or whether it be in our love lives in general. We are seeking a new chapter, and it says a new chapter in your book of love is now calling you for a fresh start. So we are seeking a fresh start in love. Again, a new chapter in our book of love. So that's really wonderful energy, because if we've had challenges in the past, which we do have this release your ex card and this unrequited love card. So it could be that we are releasing this energy, we are moving forward, and because of that, we are being not aware, but we are, so to speak, searching out. We are searching out, we are looking for, seeking, we have our mindset on attaining a new chapter in love, a more fulfilling chapter in love. Something better, bigger and better for us, something great. All right, so in the outcome position, I do have here the commitment card. This card says your relationship moves to the next level of love and unity. So of course, this can be speaking of a relationship that we have with a particular person, but this can also be speaking of moving forward into higher commitments, moving forward into stronger relationships here. There is that new chapter card. So it could be for some of us that moving forward, we will be attaining a new chapter in love, and our relationships will be moving to the next level of love and unity. So this is going to be different for all of you again, but this can be speaking of a particular person, or this can be speaking of, once again, moving forward into happier, healthier relationships here. Higher levels of commitment. Faithfulness. That's a word that I just heard. Faithfulness and like loyalty. More loyal relationships for some of you, maybe one or two of you, but those are just the words that I was hearing in my inner ear. So let's go ahead and go into our first spread here, or our first, I'm sorry, not our first, but our second rather. So on the bottom, and it's interesting because this spread that I have here is very, very similar. We have three of the same cards that came out also in the Capricorn reading. So if you are interested in a Capricorn, dating a Capricorn, married to a Capricorn, if you have Capricorn in your chart, it could be a good idea for you to look into that reading as well. Or if whoever you're dating has Capricorn in their chart, it may be a good idea to look into that reading as well. Maybe that reading will have some additional messages for you. Court person on the bottom. A long way at top. For the prediction, receiving a gift, meetings, living room. So regarding these 5 cards here, the spread that I see in front of me, again, some of us can be in a situation where we're speaking of, or we're dealing with a long-term relationship here. With this a long way card, we could be dealing with a long-term relationship. Or some of us, perhaps we've been dealing with the situation for a long time. There's some aspect of a significant amount of time here. So what I'm seeing here is, we may be experiencing something where we are able to see this person, or there's a coming together with this person, and we may have like an intimate meeting or an intimate get together because we have this living room card, and the living room card speaks of our intimate space. So in the Kipper deck, we have the house and we have the living room. So the house would be, you know, our 4 walls, our where we live, our home. The living room will be our bedroom, you know, our intimate space. So I'm feeling as though there will be some kind of meeting within this intimate space, and it could be that this may be a meeting that is desired with this receiving a gift and meetings card. So it could be a meeting that is desired by us or even the other person. Again, we do have this court person card. So this court person card can stand for different things. So this can stand for a person that we've had disputes with, or even a dispute occurring during this get together here. Or this can be speaking of, well, one thing that this can be speaking of, because this is a person card, this could be somebody who, and for not all of us, maybe one or two of us, who works for the courts, works for the legal system. So this can be somebody who is a judge, an attorney, somebody who's, you know, just a bailiff, works for the government, a social worker, somebody who does taxes and does notaries, anything like that for some of us. Or this could be speaking of, within this meeting, within this conversation, within these two people coming together, there may be a situation where we are presented with a request. We are presented with something that we don't really want to agree with, something that it's like, we don't really like those apples. I'm not too sure about that. That actually doesn't really sound very appealing to me. Thank you for your offer. You know, thank you for your enthusiasm, but no. So that could be a situation that occurs. But I do see here, you know, with this court person card here at the foundation, some challenges, you know, something going on here with this situation, some disputes here. So maybe, you know, when we see this person, maybe we won't be seeing eye to eye, something like that maybe going on. Some disagreements, conflicts, something like that. So that is what I have here. Okay. I'm just seeing, I'm feeling like there's something here, so I'm trying to pick it up. So, yes, I do feel as though this meeting here, so the meeting can be speaking of reconciliations, people coming together, you know, lovers, socializing. And again, that can be something that we're seeking, wanting to, that can take place in our intimate space. Or this can even be a meeting that, you know, it's like something that makes us that our soul wanted, you know, something that was necessary for our soul, because that's another meaning of the living room as well. You know, your intimate space, right? Your soul, not just the four walls of your room, but the four walls of bodies don't have four walls. I'm like front, back, side to side, the four walls of our body. You guys know what I'm trying to say. So we could have this meeting that, you know, we really wanted, but we do have the element of disputes going on here. So just be aware of that may be an energy that is happening for some of you. Let's go ahead and go into our Lenormand spread here. So first off, let's speak about who we could be dealing with. So we could be dealing with, I'm seeing Taurus energy very strongly here. I'm seeing Taurus energy very strong. So we can be dealing with, please keep in mind that this is a general reading. So some of the details may resonate, some may not. Some of these may describe you. Not every Aquarius is dating the same person. So please take what resonates. Of course, leave what doesn't. So again, we have a Taurus, and this can be sun, moon, or rising here. Some of us could be dealing with a water sign in particular, well, not in particular, but a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Well, in particular, I could say Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, again, Taurus, or even a Leo. I'm seeing Libra energy as well. So I'm sorry, Venus energy as well. So it could be a Libra in here. But we do have that Leo coming up. Now, this could be somebody who, trying to pick up the physical appearance here. So I'm feeling as though there are two different hair colors, somewhat. I'm seeing someone who has either brown hair or red or copper hair, but it's really any color except for black, really. Any color except for black. I'm seeing somebody who's gonna have some curves. Somebody who's, yes, I'm definitely seeing somebody who's more on the curvy side. I'm seeing somebody who, especially if this is a Cancer rising, maybe somebody who has a more circular face, a round face. This could be somebody who has a lighter skin tone, either a lighter skin tone, a pale skin tone, or a yellow complexion. If you can imagine a golden ring, so it can either be pale or yellow, yellowish. I'm seeing someone, for many of you, especially if this is a male, this could be somebody who is big or burly, somebody who has some facial hair, again, curvy, maybe with wide shoulders. Definitely seeing somebody attractive. If this is a female, it's going to be somebody glamorous. But for some of you, this is going to be somebody who's mostly fit and in shape, but I do see some curves here. I'm seeing more of the larger curvy body type, but for some of you, this could be somebody who still has curves, but is mostly fit and in shape. For some of you, this is going to be somebody with a distinct walk as well. For some of you, this can be somebody who has top curves, perhaps. A curvy top curves. So that can be for some of you where the curves are coming from. Okay, so regarding this prediction here, the ring, the one ring, the ring up top, heart. For the prediction, for our prediction here, I have bear. The bear. We got a Jack and Sally here with the moon. Ooh, Halloween is coming up. I know what I'm going to be watching. The fox. Bear, moon, fox. So once again with this, let me move these closer actually. Once again with this ring energy here, this could be speaking of somebody who you're married to or just very committed to, a long-term relationship. You know, this isn't like a fly-by, you know, night. Is that the term? This isn't like a fly-by whatever relationship or something that's like a in and out kind of thing. This is a dedicated relationship. A dedicated relationship here. Or maybe somebody who you've been dedicated to. And then we have here the heart card. So again, this is a dedicated relationship. And what's on your mind is we're thinking about, and it's interesting because you know what I just noticed? Look at that. These are both the cards on the top of these decks here for this prediction and the first prediction. New chapter, new love. So we're thinking about love. And I just saw 2212 on the clock. Yes, we are thinking about a love and a new beginning in love. That's exactly what that speaks of. Divine energy. Yes, I keep seeing that again. We're progressing, we're moving forward. There's healing, there's changes. Going to bring happiness and harmony to us. Empowerment. All those beautiful things. After there's an ending, after there's releasing of an ex, after there's releasing of this unrequited love. So that's a great energy that I just saw there. Okay. So regarding this prediction here with this bear, moon, fox card, what I'm picking up is, well, I do see here that there's a situation where there's going to be some, unfortunately, some deception. Somebody could be behaving in a very cunning and sly way. That's the meaning of this fox here. The fox is very cunning. The fox is very sly. The fox can be manipulative. The fox can be wearing a mask. The fox is, you know, somebody who's going to do whatever they need to do in order to attain their ideal outcome at the expense of others. So I do have the bear card here as well. So one meaning of the bear card that I associate with the bear card is okay, well, let me say this first. The bear card can stand for somebody who is very overwhelming, somebody who is very protective, overbearing, right? Bear. So somebody could be very overbearing, somebody could be very possessive, you know, a bully, things like that. So I'm feeling as though some of you are going to be experiencing that energy, which is going to be affecting your emotions because of this manipulation, this cunning behavior. So another meaning that I associate with the bear card is narcissism, a narcissist. So some of you could be experiencing a situation where maybe you're married to this person, but this narcissist is going to cause a lot of emotions because, once again, of their deception, their manipulation, their lies, their cunning behavior. Or we could just be experiencing a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions because of this behavior here. If not that, okay, well, let me say this. I just looked at the suits here, and I do see here 3 clubs. And the clubs are the most challenging suit in the Lenormand deck. So this is speaking of a challenging spread. So that's more likely the energy that I'm picking up here, what we spoke about just now. For others of you, maybe a small number of you, it could be that perhaps somebody is really romancing us, really wooing, like above and beyond, you know, really wooing, really romancing us, being seductive, you know, really trying to get us here. And if that is the case, please be mindful that that behavior may be somebody being cunning and sly and slick, and again looking out for their own self-interest, and we have to look out for our own interests. So again, just be aware of this energy happening here. Use your own discretion, of course, you know, use your own discretion. We all have free will, but just be aware of what you may be dealing with. So regardless of what the situation is, just be aware somebody may be acting not so honest with us during the month of September. So let's go ahead and go into my personal prediction cards here. So I like to consider the card that I see when I split the deck, and I do see that some of us may be learning lessons. Some of us may be learning that somebody was playing some kind of games with us. Again, maybe somebody was not completely honest with us. So regarding this spread here, let me just say, for this particular spread, I did do something a little different this time. What I did here is I wanted to see the predictions weekly, because we all know what happened in the past. So let's just go ahead and look into what we're going to be experiencing week by week here. So what we could be experiencing now, Aquarius, water bears, what we could be experiencing now is, let's look into this. So yes, I do see a toxic connection that we may be involved with right now, where there is some betrayal because of somebody being dishonest, because of somebody being deceptive, right? So again, there's some toxic energy in a connection, and we may be feeling betrayed because of this dishonesty, deception, somebody not being completely forthcoming with us. And this could have been in a connection that we felt was good at one time. However, some of us may be practicing self-love by ghosting this person. So it could be that we've been in this toxic relationship, this toxic connection, and in order to take care of ourselves, we may have released this person. We may have walked away from this feeling of unrequited love here. So I do see again an element of self-love. So it could even be that this person ghosted us, because of course this can go either way, because this is a general reading, but I do see us looking into and focusing on self-love here. So let's see what's going on in either the first week or on the other side of this energy whenever you're watching this reading. It looks like here, so for many of you this could be in the first week. So for some of you this could have already happened, because this is I'm doing this now in the first week. So that's why I want to do the shorter readings here, so I can get the readings out to you way sooner. Nevertheless, with the first week here, I see that some of us are experiencing some hidden feelings regarding our love, regarding our happiness. So we are experiencing some hidden feelings, and we may have we may be experiencing hidden feelings regarding our love and happiness, and how this is seeming as though everything is happening very slowly. Everything is happening very slowly here, because we may have been disappointed because of this person. So there may be some disappointment regarding a past love here, regarding this ex, that has created some doubts and uncertainties within us regarding either the situation, or doubts and uncertainties within ourselves, doubts and uncertainties regarding our love lives. But we are experiencing that energy. However, I do see that in that first week, or again on the other side of the energy that we spoke of previously, there may be some moving forward. So we may be successfully moving forward from these doubts, from these uncertainties, from these feelings of disappointment, which is really great here. And this may be something that has happened slowly. However, I do see us moving forward successfully from this energy during the first week. So let's go into what's going to happen on the other side. So the next week, the second week perhaps for many of you, but the next week after this, I do see that, okay, So regarding the physical connection between you and this person, even physically coming together, being in the same place, anything like that, it looks like everything is going to be okay, you know, regarding how we feel about that situation. However, I do see here us feeling some hurt feelings regarding our emotional connection with this person. So we're going to be feeling some hurt feelings here due to some unresolved issues in this situation. Maybe perhaps due to unresolved issues rather regarding this person being at a distance. This can be somebody being at a distance, you know, because of where they live, or we're experiencing some unresolved issues because of us putting distance in between us and another person, or another person putting distance in between us and them. And that's why we have that ghosting energy. So it looks like during that week we may be experiencing some hurt feelings, or, you know, just some challenges emotionally because of this energy here. And that is something that we kind of picked up before, again, in this Lenormand spread. So let's go into the third week, or on the other side of this energy here. It looks like, so I'm just looking at this week that I have here, and I do have two cards of female cards. So we have this energy here. So this can be speaking of you, Aquarius, or this can be speaking of your partner here. So if your partner is a female, it's going to be speaking of your partner. Or this could be speaking of you. So we have here a love offer, a casual love offer, perhaps, that will be presented from this female or to this female here. A love offer. Or it could be this. Actually, it's more so of this. So the relationship, the dating, somebody's going to be feeling left in the cold. Somebody's going to be feeling left in the cold through this situation, because there's going to be an ending for this female or with this female. There will be some kind of ending here with this past love. Some kind of ending here. Or you could be feeling left in the cold due to the ending, due to the ghosting energy with this past love here. So it could be that there's a lack of love offers and casually dating, because we do have this ending here, this ending energy. So moving forward, Aquariuses, water bears, into either the end of the month, or this can even be going into September for some of us. There's going to be something surprising, and this surprising can be a completion. So a completion to this situation, or a completion to the loyalty in the situation, and somebody showing love to this individual. And there's going to be a change in direction here, which is great. Somebody's going to decide to change the direction of the relationship. It could be that maybe one or two of us are changing the direction of our love lives, because perhaps there's a new lover that can come in. Perhaps there's a new lover that can come in. And again, just whoever we're dealing with, let's just be mindful of the energies that we've picked up before. However, with this deception energy, I feel mostly as though this is this past partner, especially because right now we have this dishonesty and deception energy and this betrayal energy going on now. So again, at the end of the month or into the month of October, we have here an ending, a completion that maybe we weren't expecting, but again, there's an ending to the loyalty and an ending. Somebody's not showing their love anymore with this person, because we're changing directions within our relationship. So that's why we have this new chapter card, because we are changing the directions of our love lives here during the month of September. So those are the predictions that I have for us for week by week during the month of September. All right, so let's go ahead and go into our guidance here, so we can discuss how to use our free will, right, to bring about the best outcome. Let me push these other cards to the side. So many cards in front of me. Okay. So I got some really strong messages for you guys. I have a couple really strong messages, because I have two cards here that when I was shuffling, these cards did pop out, and for whatever reason I ended up putting them back into the deck and they came out on their own. So I have some strong messages here. So the first message, okay, The first message that I will give you guys is this message that did pop out of the deck and was pulled. And this is a message of prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So Aquarius is, know that once again, the universe is taking care of the details. You have divine support going on in this situation. So everything is going to be okay. You will be prosperous in love here. Because again, there's a divine shift. There is a divine shift. So again, new chapter. There's a new chapter coming with this divine shift. So that is really, really excellent energy here. And then I also have the card of, so that was a card of Malachite, and I have here the card of Peridot. Life lessons, life lessons. You can break free, Aquarius, from recurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessings they contain. And that's so freeing for us. Because we can have challenges in the past and they can haunt us, or, you know, they can just be challenging for us until we realize the blessing in these lessons. You know, it's like what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? God gives us what we can handle. So it could be very useful for us to review the lessons from the past, look at what we've experienced. I'm sorry, not the lessons from the past, but look at our relationships from the past. And even if it's challenging to do, extract and look at the benefits that came, because in all relationships, even if they're challenging, there are benefits that come from these relationships. For example, we can learn karmic lessons that allow us to move forward in a happier, healthier way. You know, that can be a lesson. We learn the most about ourselves in our relationships. So we may have learned a lot about ourselves. That can be a lesson, you know, a lesson that we've learned. So it is essential to look at the negative patterns that we've experienced in relationships so we can heal those patterns. We can look at them, accept them, look at them non-judgmentally, you know, not judge ourselves for the choices that we've made, but just looking at the reason why and everything, and then extract those. And again, we learn the most about ourselves in relationships. So we learn what it is that we want, what it is that we don't want, what kind of partners we want, what kind of partners we don't want. We learn all these things through our relationships. So we can take those lessons, those wonderful, wonderful lessons that we wouldn't have gotten if we didn't go through these past situations, and carry them over to benefit us in the future, in our future relationships. So I'm feeling guided to go to this card here. So we have this theme. Release your ex, right? It's time to go. Release your ex, time to go. So, again, the time has come to clear your energy. There's a feeling of unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. Therefore, the angels are reminding us, Aquarius, that the sun sets and rises each day. And it's the same with the avenues in our lives. See the beauty within each sunset. Those life lessons, right? See the beauty in these things. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will rise again tomorrow. Life is like a pendulum, right? Our experiences are like pendulums. We can have challenging experiences, and then we have all these experiences in between, and then the pendulum always swings to the positive side, but we're never immune to challenges, so the pendulum swings back and forth. So I'm going to start with this card again because I just want to reiterate this message. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in our lives, Aquariuses. So let's see the beauty within each sunset within our lives and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Think about it. We've had experiences and challenges, and I'm just being guided to say this. We've had challenges in the past, and you know, during those challenges, we may have felt as though, you know, things were just bad, or we may have not seen the beauty that's going to come, that was on the way to us in the future. However, as time went on, we were able to, you know, have that beauty in our lives, but we may not have been able to see it in the past. As when we are in a place of challenges or darkness, we're not able to see, so to speak, the beauty of the situation. But that will be something that is something that appears in time. That's something that we can see as we go forward. So see the beauty within each sunset in your life and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. There are beautiful things that are coming to you. Endings. Endings are merely the start of new beginnings. Endings. So releasing our exes, releasing negative energy brings about a new beginning. And we are with you. So angels, God, universe, your higher power, your guides, they are with you through each phase and cycle. So we are always being divinely protected, divinely guided, right? Again, we're letting the universe take care of the details. We're always moving forward in the best way, even if we're not able to see it at the time. Because sometimes, again, it can be very hard to see when we're going through challenges. It can be hard to see the wonderful lessons or the benefits that come out of these situations until some time passes. But there are always lessons here. And I'm going to go into this card here. So this is a card of Cupid. We send great waves of love, Aquarius says, into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this awakening. Let me read that again. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all its glorious aspects. So that's a great energy there. So there's a new chapter coming. There's stronger commitments coming. And our love lives are moving forward in a great way because we are being protected. We're being guided. You know, we are being assisted by our higher powers, by our guides, by the angels, by our unseen friends. And that's a really wonderful thing here. So let's go ahead and go into my Wisdom of the Oracle cards. I have first, number 12, Change in the Wind. Number 32, in the reverse, Here and Now. Number 15, and this is a card that came out twice for you guys. This card popped out on its own, and I ended up pulling it as well. So this is a very strong message for you guys as well. 15, message in a bottle. So first off, I'm being pulled to go to this Here and Now card, because this is something that we were speaking about earlier. So this Here and Now card is number 32. So there may be some changes that need to come in this situation. And this Here and Now card is saying, because it's in the reverse, it's saying that when we focus too much on the past, we leak power. When we focus too much on the future, we leak power. The only time that is relevant, the only time that is important is right here and right now, because what we do in the present, what we do right here and right now has so much, it affects so much our future outcomes. Think about it. Things that you've done 10 years ago may still be affecting you now. For example, you know, say we've gotten a college degree 10 years ago. That's still something that can be affecting us now. A choice that we may have made, whatever it is, can still be affecting us now. So we have to be mindful of the present, be mindful of what's going on right here and right now, because by choosing, you know, to act out of grace, choosing the best way to act, choosing to release our fear-based thoughts, choosing to look at them, choosing to look at our limiting beliefs and clear them, all those things that we got here through this Hierophant energy here. Again, looking at our ideas of what relationships are to be like, looking at our patterns, looking at, again, those limiting beliefs, those fear-based thoughts, what we think relationships are supposed to be like, those rules, those regulations, all those things. By looking at those things, we will be able to make some kind of, you know, transition, or just by being aware of those things, we can then make a difference in our life moving forward. It's like nothing changes and nothing changes, right? So let's pay attention to the here and now and do everything that we can to, again, enjoy the patience. Enjoy the sweetness of life. Right, the sweetness card. Enjoy the sweetness of life. Do whatever we can right now to bring about the best outcome in our relationships in the future. And it's going to be different for all of us. So I also have here this change in the wind card, number 12. So this is speaking of moving forward in some way. I just saw 4424 on the clock. So angelic healing coming to our partnerships, maybe after bringing balance, or maybe after making that decision, there's going to be angelic healing coming to our partnerships. So this change in the wind card, this is number 12. So speaking of transitions, progressions, moving forward. And this change in the wind card says that we like 4444 on the clock, angelic healing, a lot of that coming. So a change in the wind card speaks about how as human beings, we're like creatures of habit. We want everything to stay the same, like these stripes on a zebra. However, the only thing that stays the same is that things are always going to change. So the good thing about when things change are, say there's a storm that comes up and sweeps the foundation of, for example, our relationship, sweeps the foundation away. And when that happens, like a tornado, right? A tornado comes through, blows away the foundation of our relationships. And when that happens, we are left with a fresh new slate, a fresh new foundation, or lack of foundation, you know, an empty space for us to build new foundations upon, an empty space for us to do something different. So changes are upon us. There are also changes coming in this situation. But again, when we have challenges, that's a beautiful time to make changes so we can move forward. So again, with this here and now card, if we're experiencing changes right now, let's be focused on the here and now so we can make the necessary alter our behaviors or alterations, or do the necessary actions to bring about better outcomes. So there are changes that are upon us. These changes will be for the benefit, again, even if they don't appear like it right now. A message in a bottle card. This is card number 15. So this is speaking of attaining happiness, attaining harmony here. This message in a bottle card is saying, Aquarius, it is very essential for us during the month of September to pay attention, be aware of, be mindful of, be cognizant of the messages that we receive. So we're going to be receiving intuitive messages. These intuitive messages can come through our psychic senses, so it can come through our inner ear, it can come through our inner knowing, our inner feeling. We may be clairvoyant, it can come through pictures. We're going to have a lot of intuitive messages coming to us. So if it's not coming through our psychic senses, it's going to come through our external environment. For example, a billboard, a movie, a television show. Music is something that is very popular in providing intuitive messages. It can even come, through a Cleon, which is a message from another person that is innocently portrayed to us that provides us with the guidance that we need. So there will be some messages coming to us during the month of September regarding what we should do or the best action to take in this situation. So let's be mindful of those messages and let's acknowledge them when they come. Let's not ignore them. Let's be aware of them, acknowledge them, and take action according to the information, the messages that we receive. And again, we all have free will. So even if we don't want to take the actions, be mindful of them. And this may be something that will help moving forward, as it may be that moving forward, maybe there are messages, however this resonates, or not moving forward messages, but maybe we receive messages now that may benefit us in the future. They can benefit us now, they can benefit us in the future, but we do have these intuitive messages coming to us that we must be very, very aware of here. Alrighty. So, my dears, I have one more card for us, and this is our postcard from Spirit. So let's go ahead and get into it, and this will wrap up our reading. So our postcard from Spirit reads, Dearest you, so dearest Aquarius, you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny is not a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. This is really interesting. Again, if you have anything in Capricorn, please go watch that reading. So again, you don't arrive at some special place where poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. Aquarius, you are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world, individual, yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you, Aquarius, are on the right track Again, even if your ego self doesn't see that, you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. So that's another very strong message that we are getting through this reading. So that's really, really great. So listen to your soul, check in with spirit, and Aquariuses, keep going. So spirit loves you, life loves you, we love you, I love you, you're loved, you are loved. So those are the messages that I have for us regarding our love and romantic relationships during the month of September. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. Thumbs up, like this video, like this reading. If the messages resonate with you, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Of course, I would like to say thank you for coming to my channel and checking out your reading. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so through the description box below, as well as at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can book a private reading through the description box below, as well as a future partner reading. So I'm sending and wishing you all so much love, so much light, luck in this situation during the month of September, as well as all of your endeavors. So I love you all so much. Thank you again. And I look forward to seeing you all here again very, very soon for the mid-monthly readings. So thank you, Aquarius, and I will see you guys here again soon. Mwah. Bye.